Let's create a drawing using opposite colors and emotions. How can I fold a piece of paper so that it will have 6 parts? So take the wide edge on the bottom, fold it upwards to touch the wide edge on the top, and then press it down. Now I have a really skinny folded card. So this would look, if I were to turn it this way, like a really skinny folded card. Again, when my paper is flat and open, I'm going to take the bottom edge and line it up with the top edge so that it's straight, not crooked, and then press down with my fingers to make the fold. So that's the first fold. And now my paper has 1, 2 sections. This part's a little bit trickier. I'm going to take my paper now in an open position on this side and turn it into this way, but don't push down. Don't push down yet. Just gently go over to this side, and now hold it with one hand, take the other side and fold it over. So it's like the paper is giving itself a hug from one side, and then stop, hold it but don't press it, and then bring the other side up like the paper is giving itself a hug. And now you're going to push it down flat and then press on each side. Press it really smooth on each side. Okay, now when I open it up, I should have 6 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's how you fold your paper to make 6 parts. To make a perfect circle on our folded paper, we can use something that's a circle that we have at our house. I'm going to use a can of green beans because the top and the bottom are both circles. So I can use the can to trace a circle. You can use a pencil to trace your circles. I'm going to use a marker so that you can see it better. So first you're going to turn your can so that you have your circle in the middle of one of the 6 parts of your paper. And then holding the can or having somebody help you to hold it in place, you're going to trace all the way around the circle. And now you have a circle on your paper. Go ahead and trace that circle and then do it again for every part. So you have 6 circles. There should be 1 circle here, 2 circles, 3 circles, 4, 5, 6 circles. I'm going to add the rest of my circles. Go ahead and add circles to your paper. Great job! Now you should have 6 circles. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Artists use a color wheel to help them understand how colors work and how colors relate to each other. For today's project, we're going to look at opposite colors or complementary colors. Opposite and complementary mean the same thing. I'm going to start by coloring a red circle. So this circle will be colored in red. Color in the whole circle. Take your time because you don't want any white spots. Color it all in, no scribbling. Color it in heavy and dark to fill the whole circle. Great! Now let's look at our color wheel again. We just colored a red circle. Let's take a look and see what is red's opposite. Red's opposite is green. On our paper, opposite red is going to be the bottom circle. The bottom circle opposite red is going to be green. Color it in green. Next, we can think of another color that's next to red. So let's look on the color wheel again. What color is right next to red? Orange. That's right. Let's color the circle that's next to red orange. Let's look at the color wheel. If I'm on orange and I walk across the color wheel, the opposite color of orange is blue. We're going to color the circle that's underneath the orange circle blue. Go ahead. Let's look at the color wheel again. Next to orange, we have yellow. So next to orange, let's color this circle yellow. Great job. Let's look at the color wheel again. I just colored that circle yellow. If I walk across the color wheel, I can see that the opposite color of yellow is purple or violet. So let's color the circle that's left purple or violet. Great job coloring all of your circles. So using our colored circles that we made before, we're going to add some feelings or emotions to turn all of these circles into emojis. So emojis show us how somebody could be feeling. Let's think about what these different colors could represent. Which color might you use to represent feeling happy? For me, the color that most represents feeling happy is yellow. So I'm going to use my black crayon and I'm going to make a smiling face on my yellow circle. Which color makes you think of sad? For a lot of people, blue represents feeling sad. So I'm going to draw a sad face on my blue circle. What color might represent angry? When I think of angry, I think of flames and fire bursting out of my ears because I'm so angry. And when I think of flames and fire, I think of the color red. So I'm going to make my red circle look angry. To make my red circle look angry, I'm going to give it really pointy eyebrows with really tiny eyes that look really angry. And it's going to have a zigzag face, zigzag mouth. That's my angry red emoji. We have 3 colors left. What could those colors represent? I want to represent the feeling of being calm. What color makes me feel calm? Your color might be a different color that makes you feel calm. For me, green feels very calm. How can I represent calm with an emoji? I think for me, calm will be a smaller smile, not as big as the happy smile, and maybe closed eyes. like I'm listening to some calm music and I'm finding my focus. What color might represent wild and silly? I've got orange or purple left. I think for me, I'm going to use orange as my wild and silly color. What might a sleepy face look like? Let's make purple my sleepy face. I think my sleepy face might have closed eyes like my calm face, but a really big yawning mouth. Oh, that's my sleepy face. What are your feelings and emotions going to look like? Now that we have our art with all of our feelings, we have all of this white space behind each of our emojis. I think we need to color in our background space, but how should we do it? We have 6 parts, so we have 6 background spaces. Let's look at the color wheel again. So for our red emoji, I could color my background the opposite color, which is green. That will help me remember what the opposite colors are. So I will color the back of my red emoji green. If I'm going to do the back of my red emoji green, then it only makes sense that the back of my green emoji should be red. So let's color those in. Green for the back of the red emoji and red for the back of the green emoji. I'm going to start with green. And to make it easier to stay in the square of that part of my paper, I'm going to start by making just a line on the bottom fold and a line on the side fold. That way I know that in here is where it's going to be green. And now I can color it all in really good so there's no white spaces. Okay, that takes care of my green space. Now for my red space, I'm going to do the same thing and draw a line on the fold and a line on this fold, and everything inside here will be red. Let's look at our color wheel again. So this time I'm looking at orange. And when I look at orange on the color wheel, I can see the opposite color of orange is blue. So behind orange in the background, I would color blue. And it only makes sense that behind blue, I would color orange. Let's do that. That leaves just 2 more circles. And I bet you can guess what colors we're going to use for the background. Let's take a look at the color wheel to remind us. So here we have yellow. And if we move across the color wheel, we see the opposite is purple. Do you remember what the other word is for opposite colors? That's right. It's complementary. So let's color behind the yellow with its opposite, purple, and behind the purple with its opposite complementary color, yellow.